So hi friends, it's Susan and welcome back to my channel. I'm just up here trying to get myself presentable and go out and do some more errands. Anyway, as you know, something horrific has happened in my life and we're not going to cry. I've done all that for 2 weeks. So anyway, I can just get to that point in a second, usually by looking at her things or hearing music, whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to get ready. I've done so much. You be proud of me, because I had no idea what it took to figure out all the details when somebody passes. So I'm not going to talk about her death. I'm just going to keep trying, and like I said, I'm taking a deep breath. So I'm going to put my makeup on so I feel better, and I think I've done everything I'm supposed to do. I have a few more things that I have to get done next week, actually the most important things next week, but everything, all the small details are done. So I don't want this to be a gloomy, sad video, but I want to come on here and tell you that I'm still okay and I'm still alive. So mind the lights. So now I'm going to talk to you about something. 5 or 6 years ago, when my mom moved in, we had redone the whole basement for her, like renovated it basically. It was a finished basement, but we renovated it for her. And I always kept in mind in the future, I wanted to look good for my taste. Selfish Susan. But my mom is older, of course. She didn't care what I did as long as it looked pretty and it had lots of storage. But I did make it more of a glitzy glam look. At that time, I liked that. Now I'm not so much of a glitzy glam girl, but I do like chandeliers and I like crystals still, so it doesn't matter. And so now, not to come on here like I can't wait to get things done, but I'm the type of person, when I have chaos in my life, I have to clean, tidy, organize, throw things out. I'm like a basket case, so it's kind of a good thing. So of course, it's been 2 weeks now, and we have cleaned out her basement apartment. First I was going to leave it, and then I thought, no, I'm going to collect all the little things that I want to keep to remember her, but all the other stuff was like old-fashioned and just storage and boxes and basically her style of stuff. So we got a big dumpster in the driveway, and my son helped me. He threw everything in there. We donated a lot of stuff to the Salvation Army, and so we have an empty space down in the basement. It used to be our usable basement before she moved in, so I'm going to continue that. And my son is so happy. He has bought so much gym equipment in the past years after COVID, and it was all stored in the garage, and he's finally has his workout gym in the extra bedroom. And so he's got that, and I thought it was a bit early to get all this stuff done, but we just had to get it all done. That's just the way we are. A little bit of OCD, I gather. So you think? So I am cleaning out. It's all clean already, but I'm just giving myself some more storage in the basement for all the stuff that I have. And it's gonna basically be a family room now. So we're gonna leave everything the way it is against the wall. It was quite nice when I did it. It has a fireplace and some storage cabinets. The only thing it was missing was my style of couch. So we'll soon order a couch for that. So we'll have a space to go down there with the grandkids and make it a happy place, and no more sad tears when we go downstairs. So makeup, skincare is done. I didn't show you, but I did buy a few new products, maybe 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Yeah, because she was in the hospital for 3 weeks, and then it's been 2 weeks since she passed. So I did buy a few things. I wasn't really in the mood. If you remember the last video, I was in the car and I remember the phone rang. You know, I edited that part out, but it was the hospital saying that she was okay and stable and that I have to find a nursing home. I went berserk. I went crazy. I thought, a nursing home? There is no nursing homes. It takes 7 to 10 years to get in one. So they recommended a retirement home. and that had the special need that she required. I mean, prior to her going to the hospital, she was still walking. Now being in the hospital, she was bedridden. And her hopes were still to walk. Well, I was beside myself when that phone rang because I had to do it so quickly. Of course, I wasn't in the mood to shop anymore, as you could see. I just sort of walked around and did a video. And then all chaos broke loose, and the next day I went to a retirement home. Here in Canada, it was going to be around $10,000 a month. I couldn't believe it. What do people do with no money? What do people do on a fixed income? What do people do that live paycheck to paycheck? I know you're supposed to save for your retirement, but your retirement all goes down the drain when you go to a nursing or a retirement home. How sad. Anyway, I understand they have to get paid too. It's a lot of work. But so we had a home picked out. Everything was going smoothly. The next day she was going downhill again. And that evening she passed. So big shock. We still can't believe it. My sons can't believe it. My daughter, of course, was beside herself. And I'm trying to hold everybody together and cope. I've always seen a lot of people cry on YouTube, and I thought I'd never do that. So I'm going to just put my concealer on. Anyway, I'm not going to talk while I do this. I'll just put some music on because you know the gist of my main anyway. Oh, I never showed you what I bought. Okay, hold on. I start putting my concealer on with a brush. It is better. I like it. Okay, this is what I bought. Timeless Vitamin C Serum. And I want to try it. Then, you're going to laugh. I thought, I know it's not going to work because my neck is like a turkey neck. And I know that these folds here are just age, right? There's not much you can do about it. But all this blubber here, I thought, well, maybe a facelift or something. So I thought I would try it. And I usually don't fall for Instagram. I thought I'd try this. And I don't know what it is, but I feel maybe it's my mind thinking it's good. But I know these things aren't ever going to go away. But I feel like the skin's a bit tightened here. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I just feel it. And if I feel it, that's all that matters. Right? And I did finally go and get a good, nourishing moisturizer. So I went with the Tatcha. Is it Tatcha? Yeah, Tatcha. No, it's Tatcha, you fool. Tatcha. It's Tatcha. And this one is their most popular moisturizer. There is a lighter one. At first I thought I'd get that one, but I thought, no, I'm more mature, so I don't really have oily skin. I have more of a dry skin. So I'm going to try this, and so far I love it. And the lady in the Sephora told me that she loves this under her makeup in the morning. The funny thing is, the ironic thing is that I use it at night. And I still am using up my oil of Olay for the daytime because it's got some SPF in it. I still do have an SPF that I put on as well. So that's it for my new products. And I'm not in the mood to spend money or go shopping. I've got to figure out the finances. But you know what? We think we can do it all when we have chaos or stress, and we do. It's like when something bad happens, you just get it all done. But then all of a sudden, after a couple of weeks, your body starts to get drained, and then you feel like you're in la la land, and you just can't do it anymore. And you go to sleep and you think, oh, good night's rest will help me. In the morning, I wake up okay, and then I do one little thing, like wash the dishes, and I'm exhausted again. So I've got to keep my strength up and, of course, drink a lot of water. Enough talking now. Let's put the music on. I love about this Charlotte Tilbury compact here, you have so many uses from it. So it is called the Film Star Bronze and Glow. I have the smaller version. You can get a larger one, and I think I'll get that one soon when this one's run out. And what I like about it, it's a highlighter and a bronzer together, and guess what? I use it as eyeshadow as well. So it's great when you're traveling. And I usually use this for my highlighter, but I'm running out. So I did use it just a little bit on my cheeks first, and then I used the darker color as my bronzer and my blush, actually. It's just, I like it quick, and I like that color. And then I used it on my eyes, and I love it. For sure, I'm going to buy a bigger size of this. I mean, this one's still pretty good. This one's running out quick. And then, of course, because that highlighter is running out, I did purchase this a while back, and it is the Dior. I just love the compact, you know, the packaging matters. And I got this one in the gold. Believe it or not, this is the gold. And I went for the nude, and this is, here, I'll show it to you. This actually looked better on me than the nude. But anyway, I love it. It's expensive. It's not cheap, but I just love that compact. And I wanted to try this highlighter, and I like it because it's a really nice, it's almost a wet, dewy look, more than a glittery look. My mouth's really dry. I need to drink some water. Okay, so that's it for my eyes. Oh, you know what I usually do in the corners? I just use a darker brown just to give it a bit more dimension here, because when I put my mascara on, for some reason, the way my eyes skin, this saggy skin is starting to go, that I seem to get my mascara all over here, and it's a mess. So I put a little dark eyeshadow. I used to use a liquid liner. Lately, I'm not in the mood. I'll use the liquid liner again. It's just, I'm not into that phase right now. That's more of when I'm going out, you know, out on the town more, I guess. I like something simple for every day. So I'm just going to use this little MAC brush. It's actually, I think it's an eyebrow brush. It's so old. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this brown. Let me use I have to use my mirror, sorry. I can't see anything, especially close up. Okay, so I'm just going to add this like a little wing. And just bring it down across, just so my mascara, you can't see it so much when it transfers. My grandson is sleeping over, and he's waiting patiently for me to take him for breakfast. This CoverGirl Exhibitionist is still my favorite mascara. I think, going back to my mom, I think I can cope better because I've always been, you know, a person that does a lot for her, and I've sort of a multitasker. Not saying it doesn't affect me, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm an only child. My mother was almost 99 years old. I knew it was going to happen. I was just dreading the day. And I kept on saying, oh, I can't cope. I can't cope. I won't be able to handle it. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? But once the steps fall, like her going to the hospital and then taking care of her there, and then you sort of like, I can't explain it, but you're already almost there. So you can handle it better and cope. It was times like this that I had wished, I mean, I've always wanted a brother or a sister, but now I really wanted some help with all this. It was so funny when my daughter told her kids what had happened. Of course, her grandson's very very empathetic and very emotional, sensitive kind of boy, which we love about him. And he, of course, cried. And he phoned me and he said, I miss her already, and you know, all that. And then I asked, how was your Lily? And she said, well, she was mad at me, and she sort of went like that, like, don't tell me that. And then she skipped out of the room on one foot. So we thought that was kind of funny. It was her way, because she's only 4. What does she know about death, right? I mean, she had just gone through her family dog passing away, and she was sad about that. So she kind of is getting it, but it's something that a 4-year-old doesn't really comprehend to the level of an adult, of course. You know, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos just to pass time and stuff, and I'm not really interested. I'm not interested in the fall decorating, and that's not me. I do, if I'm in the mood, I'll watch it. Once I get all this stuff done and calm myself, I mean, nobody cares if I don't have a fall video up right away, as you've all sent me a lot of lovely comments and well wishes and prayers, but there'll come a moment where I'll want to do it again. Once I get the basement done and I organize my stuff, this is what I'm doing. This is my way of maybe mourning or grieving, getting things done. So don't think I'm shallow if in a couple of weeks from now I show you how I decorate the basement, because that's just me. So, okay, lipstick. Where's my lip liners? Oh, just use this one. I don't care. Let me just get my lips done. I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury, the KKW, I think it's called. I've got an old one and I've got a newer one, and I'm going to use this one. What is this one called? It's like a peach color. Let me find the name. Oh, Bitch Perfect. I knew it had a swearing word in it. And I'm just going to use one coat, like lightly, like that. And then I'm going to add the KKW over top. Wait a minute, that's not it. That's not. What's this lipstick that I found? Oh, it's the Anastasia one that I found. I just bought this one. Sort of like a concealer lipstick. Let's see how this looks over top. I bought this. I watched a video a while back from the McKnight twins, and you know, I think I'm their age. So I love following younger girls with their makeup ideas. And so they showed that they use this on top of their lipstick, just in the middle. And I mean, I would never wear this on its own. It's too much of a nude. And why do I have a hair on my face? Anyway, so I thought I would try it, and I thought this is great to use when you want to lighten some of your lipsticks. That even though the lipstick Bitch Perfect isn't dark on others, on me it really oxidizes and it goes a darker shade of sort of a burnt orange. So see, when I put that lighter color on, it does lighten your lipstick. So it's always good to have one of these. Like I used to use Myth by MAC, and I didn't use it that often, but it went rancid, so I threw it out. And then I did use the KKW, which I still do love. Let me see what the difference is in the shades. Where did I put it? I have it somewhere. I think I have the old one here. Hold on. I've got a newer one. See, this is all I have left from the old one on the color swatch here. See, now how nice is that? But if I put this all over my lips, it's really light for me. Okay, so let's look at this one. It's lighter. Isn't that funny? And here I always put the KKW over this lipstick and it looks lighter. This one looks even lighter. Oh, look what I'm doing. I'm trying to put two different lids together. I tell you, my brain's not all there. I mean, it was never all there, but now it's really not there because I do the weirdest things. I even put the remote control. I think I answered the remote control thinking it was my phone. And then I did something else crazy. I put something somewhere where it shouldn't have been. I just laugh at myself. Why not? Can't take yourself too seriously. And you know what I've learned? Like now that my mother's gone and I'm on the totem pole. First it was my dad, then my mom. I mean, of course, our grandparents and everything else. But then I was always the younger one. Now I'm at the top of the totem pole and I'm looking at my kids going, I mean, they're all 38 and 40 and 44. I'm like, oh my God, I'm 66. I was 22 when I had her, so she's 44. Yes. Remember, I got married at 18. So that's my makeup done. And I don't think it needs any sprays. It's good enough. Okay, so let's go on with my day. Let's see where it takes me. So we're off to Tim Hortons for some coffee for me. What do you want?
I don't know.
A what?
I don't know.
You don't know? How come you don't know?
I don't know. I just always look.
You're laying back. Sit up. Oh gosh, another car. Can't even get it. Sit up a little bit. Because it's dangerous when you're driving. Do you believe that?
No.
You're the most cutest, handsome baby boy. Look at these eyes. Look at these eyes. Look at those eyes. Anyway. I started to chew my gum in your face. That's rude, right? Anything you want to tell my YouTube friends? Do you miss your grandma? Your great-grandma?
Yep.
So today, I think, oh my, you know what? It's 1:45 already. Are you having breakfast?
What does that mean?
What do you mean, what does that mean? 1:45 means almost 2 o'clock. Don't you learn that in school?
No, they barely even teach us history.
They barely teach you history, okay. Anyway, so it's almost 2 o'clock, and I have to be back at 2:30 to pick up your uncle.
All right.
So we don't have a lot of time. Tell me again about your sister.
She's watching these weird videos.
Well, Mommy and Daddy have to tell her no.
They don't care.
Yes, they do. And maybe you should tell them.
Last time Lily was watching a character from a show, I don't remember which show, kill their whole family. And my parents said, that's fine. But they won't.
I don't believe you.
But they won't let me play GTA.
Well, you shouldn't.